Hello, everyone, and welcome to the grand finale of the international track of Flames by FLQL S4. Very excited to announce our host for the final, Venkatesh Srinivasan. Venki, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Shesh, and warm welcome to everyone to this wonderful Tier 1 International Grand Finale of Flames by FLQL Season 4. We've had 320 plus players, 420 plus questions, 540 plus matches, and here we are with the top four of this quiz. We'd like to give a big shout out and a round of thanks to a bunch of people, our top readers for the season. Harshit, Rajdeep, Shrotam, Shivangi, Deepam, Pratyanik, Gayatri, Ushri, Nidhi, Abhijit, Srihari, Ramakrishnan, Sanveer, Anup, Rahul Preman, Rahul Budavarapu, Tanmay and Vibhu, without whose support we couldn't make all of these games, 500 plus games happen. So thank you guys. Thank you very much for chipping in, supporting and reading all these games. And our wonderful question writers for the season, very good friend Keshav Guha, Manoj Sarnathan, Mark Xiong, Mubin Miranda, Nitish Khadia, Pradeep Ramaratnam, Rajan Tambehalli, Ramesh Atreya, Rush Mukherjee, Sri Patwardhan, Subhakrishna Rao, Tanmay Roy, Risum Paul, and of course, our very own OG hosts and founders of FLQL, Shresh Shah and Arya Priya Ganguly. Right, and before we get right into it, we're very thrilled to announce Season 7 of FLQL, our Fun Days Liga Quiz League, 8 weeks of quizzing, will start on the 8th of July. So do register. There's a link in the video, and there's a QR code that you can scan as well. So please do join us and continue your support to FLQL as we continue this journey of online memory quizzing. Here are Tier 1 finalists. Let's meet them. These are the 4 brave souls who've made it all this far. On seat number 1, we have Veronica, which is Badakan from Portland, Oregon. Narrowly missed the grand final in season 3, where she finished 5th, just outside the top 4. No well-known name to quizzers across the world. Big winner on Jeopardy, including the Tournament of Champions finalist in 2021. Welcome, Veronica. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Player number 2 is name that needs no introduction truly, Pat Gibson from England, winner of 4 of our 10 events in all, including Flames Season 2. I've had the privilege of reading many games where Pat has been a finalist. So welcome again, Pat, and all the best.
Thank you.
On seat 3, we have George Cratchit from Barking, England. George, we truly don't know much about you, but we do know that you've had your share of being on screen, and you've been George has been on Mastermind, University Challenge, Brain of Britain, all of that, and he's here to give a good fight with our others. So welcome, George. All the best.
Thank you.
And on seat number 4, we have our own Varun Rajiv from Bengaluru, India. Varun's second-time Flames finalist and holds the distinction for being the only player from among the 320-odd players you saw this season to win and come first in every single game this season, all 6 games. So no pressure at all, Varun. All the best to you. All right. Thank you very much. And with that, let's get cracking. All right, we go right into the game. And here is the first question for Veronica on seat number 1 in today's grand finale for Tier 1 of the international set for Flames. Here we go, Veronica. Sorry, hold on one second. This is not the right set. Shesh, just... Okay. Question 1 of the finale to Veronica. The image shows a list of the important persons in this 11th century work that tells the story of the titular character who's the son of an ancient emperor. Which work? And you can see a bunch of names listed there.
What is this? Tale of the Genji.
Tale of the Genji is a good answer. That gets you off to a good start. It is the Tale of the Genji, considered to be pretty much the oldest or the first novel in the world written over 1,000 years ago. Well done. Here's your second one. Originally published by Konami in Japan in 1986, it was distributed for Nintendo elsewhere. Which American adult animated TV series, created and written by Warren Ellis for Netflix, follows the protagonist who defends their country from Count Dracula and his minions?
No, I don't know this. Pass.
Pass. Okay. Pat?
Pass.
Passes to George.
Castlevania.
Castlevania is a great answer, George. Steel, it is Castlevania or Akumajo Dracula. Well done. Okay, Pat, we come to you with your directs. What unusual award outcome has happened 6 times in Oscars history, although never with the Best Picture award? The Booker Prize has been awarded in this fashion on 3 occasions, most recently in 2019, where the judges disregarded the rules, which had been changed to prevent such an occurrence.
The sharing of the award. Multiple awardees.
That's the right answer. A tie or multiple awardees, 2 awardees, multiple awardees sharing the prize. That is correct. Here's your second one. Several moon landings, a rescue mission in space, and part of NASA's official kit, the so-called Omega Moonwatch is an absolute legend. The model's timeless design has remained virtually unchanged since the pioneering days of space travel. First part of Buzz Aldrin's kit. What is the official name of this watch? The picture alongside shows the watch at a NASA test facility.
Seamaster.
Say again.
Seamaster.
Seamaster is incorrect. Passes to Varun.
Pass.
Passes to Veronica.
Pass.
Passes to George.
Pass.
Pass.
Is it the
Okay.
Space Master?
Is the Speedmaster. The Omega Speedmaster. Speedmaster. Okay. George, your question is coming up. This is a rare housefly from Australia that was named after which international star? The citation said that it was for the unique dense golden hairs on the fly's abdomen and hips. Incidentally, the fly was discovered in 1981, the same year the star was born. You have 10 seconds.
Shakira.
Not Shakira. Passes to Varun.
Pass.
Passes to Veronica.
No, pass.
Passes to Pat.
Pass.
All right. No one taking a chance on that one. Any non-com guesses?
I just want
Britney
to say
Spears.
hips don't fly.
Not Britney Spears. This is Beyonce.
Oh,
Beyonce?
not known for her blonde hair, but okay.
Yeah, indeed. All right. George, your next one. In the Netflix series Ripley, which painting is shown to viewers on the wall of Playboy Dickie Greenleaf's living room in episode 1 and emerges again in the series' final scenes as it's unpacked by Ripley, who secured his newest identity? This painting was created during the artist's analytic cubism phase and cleverly alludes to Tom Ripley's own fragmented identity. So that's the painting. Ten seconds.
The Portuguese.
Portuguese passes to Varun.
Pass.
To Veronica.
Pass.
To Pat.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. Anyone venturing a guess on the artist?
Brack, it looks like this. Or Duchamp, maybe.
That's Picasso over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a work called The Guitar Player by Picasso. Guitar Player or The Guitarist by Picasso. Okay. Round 1 player for Varun. Here are your questions. Which American improv and sketch comedy training center was established in the early 2000s by comedians Matt Besser, Amy Poehler, Ian Roberts, and Matt Walsh? Both the troupe and the center are named after a fictional evil corporation within the universe of a sketch created by some of the members. The center now has theaters and training schools in New York City and Los Angeles.
It's UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade.
Excellent answer. Upright Citizens Brigade is absolutely correct. Great answer there, Varun. You're also on the board. And here's your second question. Okay, I'm going to play you an audio. Nandane Oru Pudu Kavidai is a Tamil song from the 1981 movie Aniver. Listen to the song carefully and tell us which 1978 song is.
Rasputin.
Rasputin is right. That is correct. That is indeed Rasputin by Bodiev. So this has got to be an entertaining one. All right. Round one done. Varun in a narrow lead. We go on to round two. Veronica, your question. The history of the Cartier blank dates to 1904. As the story goes, a pioneering aviator found it difficult to read his pocket watch while flying. He turned to his friend and watchmaker Louis Francois Cartier to develop a wristwatch suitable for life in the cockpit. And thus, this Cartier became the world's first pilot's watch. Which watch or which aviator names them?
Saint-Exupéry.
Not Saint-Exupéry. Passes to Pat.
Blériot?
Say again.
Blériot?
Not Blériot. Passes to Varun.
I guess. Pass.
Pass. George.
Pass.
Pass. Okay.
Is
Any
this,
more guesses?
Roland Garros.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
Roland Garros.
Santos
This
Dumont.
is Santos. It's called the Santos watch after Alberto Santos Dumont. Santos watch. One. Okay. Second one for you, Veronica. Which siblings defeated Francis Michel Laudra and Joe Wilfried Tsonga 6-4, 7-6 to win the gold medal in men's doubles tennis at the 2012 Summer Olympics, in the process completing a career golden slam? Two names required.
Pass.
Passes to Varun.
This is Bob and Mike Bryan.
Perfect answer. The Bryan brothers, Bryan twins, Bob and Mike Bryan. Correct. Well done. Okay, Pat, coming to you. Blank, 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 How Four Women Ruled the 90s and Changed Canadian Music is a book by Andrea Warner about female solo Canadian artists who came to prominence from 1993 to 97. Comedian and Full House star Dave Coulier has said in interviews that details in the lyrics to a super hit song correspond to his relationship with one of the four artists. For example, I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. It was a slap in the face how quickly I was replaced. Which song, whose title has fittingly lent itself to a quiz newsletter by Lin Yu, as well as the blanked out title of Warner's book? Ten. Pat, do you have a guess?
No, I can't find it.
Okay, I'll
Pass.
pass you on. Veronica?
You ought to know.
By?
Oh, Alanis Morissette.
Excellent answer. You ought to
Yes.
know by Alanis Morissette.
And
Absolutely
I
right.
love the shout out to Lin Yu. That's very exciting.
Well done. Okay, great
I thought
answer.
Veronica was just telling Pat. Sure.
She's telling all of us. Yeah. All right. Here you go, Pat, your second one. This is a comic fan. Okay. You're back recording?
Yep.
All right. Pat, can you repeat your answer?
Salbersan?
Not Salbersan. Passes to George,
Pass.
to Varun,
Pass.
to Veronica.
Pass.
Yes, all right. This is something called melarsoprol or Melby as well. Yeah, that's your answer. Okay, George, we come to you with your questions. The President is Missing is the 2018 political thriller novel by former US President Bill Clinton in collaboration with which prolific novelist of works such as the Women's Murder Club series, and he's among the highest paid authors alive.
Patterson.
Patterson is right. James Patterson, easily dispatched. Your next one. Based on a video game franchise first released in 1997, which 2024 series is a live-action adaptation of this post-apocalyptic role-playing game?
Fallout.
Fallout, absolutely right. Fallout. Full house for you. Varun, your questions. This is a comic panel from Sandman by Neil Gaiman that explores a real-life disease that has seen many occurrences through history and also caused a pandemic in the early 20th century. Also called sleeping sickness and abbreviated as EL. What does EL stand for? Oliver Sacks' 1973 book Awakenings is a non-fiction account of the 500,000 victims of this disease. Yeah, your answer, please. You have a few seconds left.
Pass.
Passes. Okay, passing to Veronica.
Pass.
To Pat.
Pass.
To George.
Pass.
All right. Anyone want to venture a non-com guess?
I was just hoping this would be a stealth Spice Girls squad since the last one was Mary Jane.
It's not, unfortunately. Yeah. So this is, the E is for encephalitis. The L is for lethargica. So this is encephalitis lethargica.
Wow.
Right. Here's your next one, Varun, to round up round two. Here we go. The sister Hall of Famer was part of the US women's basketball gold medal winning team at the '84 Summer Olympics. Her brother, also a Hall of Famer, who had the nickname Nick Killer, was part of the US men's basketball gold medal winning team at the '96 Summer Olympics. Identify both of them.
Pass.
Pass to Veronica.
Pass.
Pat.
Have a gamble. Tony
Yep.
and Candace Parker.
Good guess, Pat, but unfortunately incorrect.
Oh.
George.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, this is. You want to take another guess, Pat?
Is it going to be Ray and Cheryl Allen?
It's Cheryl and Reggie Miller.
Miller, yeah.
Cheryl Miller and Reggie Miller. Yeah,
Wow.
tough one. All right, 2 rounds done. George and Varun on 3, Veronica on 2, Pat on 1, but very early days. Veronica, here are your questions. What portmanteau word, supposedly originating from a Warren Oakes manifesto of the same name, describes an anti-consumeristic ethic about eating with strategies such as foraging, consuming unfinished food, and bartering for food to eliminate food waste with low or no cost to us?
Is this Freegan?
Can you spell that out?
Freegan.
Excellent. I'll give it to you. It's freeganism or freegan,
Okay.
right? Well done. Freegan. Nicely done. Here's your next one. Regarding the origins of a particular song by one of the Canadian quartet, former Sony Music boss Tommy Mottola suggested that the creator of a film was pressurized by the studio to provide an additional powerful marketing tool, one that would fit into a very dramatic historical drama. Which song about resilience and eternal love resulted?
My heart will go on.
Excellent. My heart will go on
Okay.
by Celine Dion. Well guessed. That is correct. You get into the lead now. But Pat, here are your questions. Usually served in a shot glass and sometimes set on fire, this drink is characterized by three distinctive layers, usually made up of coffee liqueur, Kahlua, Irish cream, which is Bailey's Irish cream, and Grand Marnier. Which cocktail is thought to have been named after the band rather than the American bomber?
B-52.
Is correct. Simple one, B-52. Here's your next one. Which Japanese survival horror game set in the series' eponymous fictional American town was one of the video games that inspired Stranger Things? The Otherworld conceptually and visually informed the Upside Down in Stranger Things, and Alyssa Gillespie has a lot in common with 11 in Stranger Things. It also names a 2022 trap number by Kendrick Lamar and Kodak. Here's
I'm ready. Mary?
Undertale.
nope. George?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill is a good answer, George. It is Silent Hill. Well done. Okay, George, now we come to you for your directs. This Rolex is the most copied and replicated watch in the world. While it's been continuously perfected and improved since its introduction in 1953, it remains the unmistakable watch first made famous by James Bond. The diving icon is still considered a status symbol to this day and is celebrating its 71st anniversary this year. What is this model called?
Submariner.
Submariner, very good, absolutely right. It is the Rolex Submariner. And of course, from GoldenEye onwards, James Bond wears different versions of the Omega Seamaster. All right, here's your next one. This movie is based on a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Herman Wouk. It follows a rebellion and subsequent trial aboard a fictional US Navy destroyer, Minesweeper. The story examines the ethical dilemma of rank and doing what is right. Which movie is this, listed at the top 10 Navy-based movies by War History Online?
The Cane Mutiny.
The Cane Mutiny is correct. Well done. It is the Cane Mutiny. Okay, George into the lead now, but Varun, here is a chance for you to catch up. Which 1610 Caravaggio painting is one of the many featuring in the Netflix series Ripley? In the museum where Tom Ripley admires this painting, he overhears a tour guide explaining to visitors that Caravaggio painted himself as both the titular subjects in different stages of his own life. This sequence is probably intended to reflect the duality of man and of Tom Ripley, both victor and vanquished, though unlike in the painting, Tom has no sadness or pity for his victims.
David and Goliath?
I'll give it to you for David and Goliath. The exact name of the painting is David with the head of Goliath, but we can take David and Goliath. Well done. Here's your next one. To promote sustainable eating, products such as meat-free hot dogs and burgers are often made from an intermediate product derived from soy. Which three-word term, aptly describing the consistency, composition, and nutrients, applies to this intermediate product? Its acronym might remind you of a standard cooking measurement. We'll even accept the abbreviation. That's also fine. You have 10 seconds.
TSP?
I don't know where you pulled that from, but that's absolutely right. TSP, textured soy protein.
I figured the
Or
P is
TX.
protein. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
TSP
last
is right.
word.
Yeah, or TVP, textured vegetable protein, is also fine. Well done. TSP it is. 3 rounds done. George on 6, Varun on 5, Veronica on 4, and Pat on 2. All right, here we go again with Veronica's questions. At the 22nd Oscars in March 1950, A Chance to Live and So Much for So Little, tied in which category? The most recent winner in this category is the Indian film The Elephant Whisperers, which is longer than both 1950 winners combined. And please be specific with your answer.
Best documentary short.
Excellent. That's the perfect answer. Best documentary short is right. Here's your next one. This bill that aims to prevent people from buying medical grade ultrasound machines was passed in 2006 and is named for which Hollywood star? It's so named because the celeb in question bought it for monitoring his then fiance's pregnancy.
Is there a visual?
There is no visual.
Tom Cruise.
Is correct. And the fiance being?
Is that Katie Holmes?
Katie Holmes. Yeah, absolutely. Called the Tom Cruise bill and he bought one of the machines.
Seems like a creepy thing he would do.
Yeah. You know, you're Tom Cruise, and that gets you the point. All right. Pat, here we go. Which American improv and sketch comedy training center in Chicago was established in 1981 by actor and writer Del Close and comedian Shana Halper? It puts competing teams of comedians on stage in front of audiences in a competitive format. In 2001, an international sporting body allegedly sent a legal notice to the center over its name, following which the center started going just by its initials.
IOM.
Can you say that again?
IOM.
IOM. You want to venture on what that stands for?
I presume it's the International Olympic Movement who got upset.
What's the name of the training center? I'm sorry, I have to pass you on that one. Varun?
Yeah, passing.
Veronica?
Improv Olympics.
Improv Olympics. That's the perfect answer. That's correct. It's called Improv Olympics. It's just called IO or IO Chicago. So IOM, I couldn't give it to you for. Sorry about that, Pat.
Okay.
It's Improv Olympics or IO Chicago. Well done, Veronica. Right. Pat, your second question. Set in utopian Piltover and the oppressed underground of Zorn, it follows the origins of two iconic League of Legends champions. Which 2021 Netflix series, the first streaming series to win a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program, are we talking about?
Warcraft?
Not Warcraft. Varun?
This is Arcane.
Arcane is a good answer, Varun. It is Arcane. Well done. It is Arcane. Okay, George, your questions. Which UN organization with the motto Fiat Panis, let there be bread, defines sustainable diets as diets with low environmental impacts, which contribute to food and nutrition security and to healthy life for present and future generations?
The World Food Programme?
Not the World Food Programme. Passes to Varun.
FAO.
Sorry?
The FAO.
Which is?
I'm struggling to remember. Food.
That's all right. I'll give it to you for FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization. FAO is fine. That is correct. Good steal by Varun. George, your second question. Name either of the only pair to have shared the Academy Award for Best Actor at the 5th Oscars in November 1932. One, the first husband of Gloria Swanson, was awarded for his titled role in the boxing film The Champ. The other, who won for playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, would go on to win a second Best Actor for The Best Years of Our Lives and later starred opposite Spencer Tracy in Inherit the Wind?
Well, the first one's Frederick March. I don't know who he shared it with.
So what are you saying?
Frederick March.
Frederick March is good enough for the second one. Anybody wants to try who the first one was?
Wallace Beery.
Wallace Beery. Excellent. Yeah.
Um,
Wallace Beery and Frederick March. Well done. So good answer, George. And Varun, here are your questions. Which beer-based flaming cocktail with amaretto and rum is named after a popular soft drink brand with a kick? Usually ignited in a shot glass and poured into the beer, it's named thus because it resembles its taste, though it doesn't actually contain the drink.
Dr. Pepper.
I'll prompt you. I need a full answer.
Pepper shot.
Okay. I will have to just give me a second. All right, we'll give it to you because one of the words we wanted was in the question. That's what I reckoned. It's called a flaming Dr. Pepper. But since you said Dr. Pepper, that was the operative part. Flaming was already in the question, so we'll give it to you. Flaming Dr. Pepper. Okay, your second question. For round 4, halfway point of the quiz. Many of the enemies in Stranger Things with their erratic walking and navigation by sound resemble the clickers from which video game? Other similarities between the video game and Stranger Things are that both Joel, the game's protagonist, and Hopper, the intrepid county sheriff, have a daughter named Sarah, and they both lose her in their arms, and that both feature very special teenagers who stand out for being the ones that call the shots in their different fictions.
Last of Us.
Yep, it is The Last of Us. That gets you into the lead with 9 points. And at the halfway point, Varun on 9, George and Veronica on 7, Pat on 2. We still have half the quiz to go. Veronica, here is your question. Co-written by James Patterson and Richard DiLallo in the voice of the title detective Blank Blank's Trial is the 15th novel in a series featuring a recurring character, an African-American Metropolitan Police Department detective in Washington, D.C., published in 2009. Which character fills in the blank, previously portrayed by Morgan Freeman in 1997 and 2001 film adaptations of the first 2 novels in the series?
I don't have it. Pass.
All right, Pat.
Pass.
George?
Alex Cross.
Alex Cross, perfect. Alex Cross is absolutely right. Alex Cross. Veronica, your second one. Oh, I Miss You is a song from the 2008 Telugu movie Neninte. The song's music is lifted directly from an English song Miss You from a 2007 album by a European singer-songwriter. You can either name the album or the European singer. Yes, Veronica, tell us who that sounded like or who did that remind you of?
Iglesias.
Is the right answer. Well done.
Oh, good.
It is Insomnia by Iglesias. Correct. All right. Next question for Pat. Which pioneering woman's name refers to the Ministry of Ceremonials, where her father was a functionary, and to the color violet associated with the flower wisteria, which was part of her clan name?
Sacagawea.
Not Sacagawea. Passes to Veronica.
No, pass.
George?
Pass.
Varun?
Pass.
Okay. For this answer, you'll have to remember the very first answer that was given in this quiz, which was The Tale of Genji. And so this is Lady Murasaki Shikibu, author of The Tale of Genji. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Here's your next one, Pat. In 1995, a 10th series of events unfolds about the U.S. nuclear missile submarine USS Alabama as an up-and-coming first officer, Lieutenant Commander Ronald Ron Hunter, stages a mutiny to stop Captain Franklin Ramsey from launching missiles without order. This is the plot of which movie named as one of the top 10 Navy-based movies by War History Online. The title is shared with a phenomena in the Gulf Coast of North America caused by the organism named Carenia brevis.
Crimson Tide.
Is the right answer. Crimson Tide it is. Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman there on screen. Crimson Tide. Okay, George, here we go. Which American improv and sketch comedy training center was founded in 1974 by theater teacher, writer, and director Gary Austin? Based in LA, its name is taken from a line in Act 3, Scene 2 of Shakespeare's Hamlet, in which some people are described as being capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. The word is now used as a common term for those seated at the cheapest seats of theaters in Shakespeare's time.
The Pit.
Not the Pit. Veronica?
Groundlings.
Groundlings. It's a very good answer. These are the groundlings. We call the groundlings. Very good. Your second question, George. Listen to the background music in the scene from the 2012 Malayalam movie Ustad Hotel. It's actually lifted from a Thomas Newman composition song from a 2002 Hollywood movie. You can either give us the composition or name the 2002 movie. The first two words of either answer is the same.
அப்போ நான் டாஜ்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். இந்த மனுஷன் அன்னைக்கு நான் பார்த்தேன். பசி தாங்க முடியாம he was.
The Pianist.
Not the Pianist. Passes to Pat.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
Veronica.
Pass.
All right. That was from Road to Perdition, and the piece is called Road to Chicago. Yeah, one there. Okay, Varun, your questions. Run Rose Run is the 48th solo studio album by which American singer, songwriter, and philanthropist? It's a companion album to the 2022 novel of the same name, co-written by the artist and James Patterson. Rockstar, released in 2023, and Just Because I'm a Woman, released in 1968, are some of the other albums by the band.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton is right. One there. Dolly Parton. Here's your next one. Italian designer Giuseppe Zanotti currently sells a line of sneakers called Blank, seemingly named after which singer who referenced the designer in her iconic Monster work. In a series of tweets and Instagram posts, she's accused Zanotti of racism and disrespect because she says she inspired him to design a sneaker in her honor.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. There you go. Dolly Parton and Nicki Minaj gets you into the lead. Nicki Shoes or Nicki Minaj. 5 rounds done. Varun Rajiv in the lead with 11. Veronica on 9. George on 8. And Pat on 3. Round 6. Question 1 to Veronica. Typically served at tiki bars to a group of 2 or more people with a set of very long straws to facilitate convenient group sipping from a comfortable distance and for safety, which flaming drink is typically made with rum, brandy, pineapple juice, orange juice, and orgeat syrup. It's named after the vessel that it's served in.
Casuela.
No. Passes to Pat.
Pass.
George.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
Okay. This vessel is a very special vessel, a decorative ceramic bowl, and it's called the volcano bowl. So this is called a flaming volcano. Called a flaming volcano. This is called a volcano bowl. All right. A second. Okay, next question. Shown here is a comic panel from Ken Dahl's Monsters from 2009. In it, a romantic situation is played out between two characters, one of whose indecision is born out of being diagnosed with an infection caused by the simplex 1 virus. What viral infection? So the first character says, hey, do you want to make out? And then that would be nice, but what? Look at her, look at how cute she is, and she wants to kiss her. So why is that character hesitating?
Is herpes the answer?
Herpes, yeah. Herpes simplex. Herpes is correct. Well done. Questions to Pat. In episode 8 of Ripley, Tom Ripley is studying which painting in his catalogue of Caravaggio right before he's about to be interrogated by Inspector Ravini. In this painting, the dramatic use of chiaroscuro highlights the divine light pointing at the titular apostle who appears stunned, a fitting work for Tom to study right before he turns off all the lights and adopts a disguise.
Calling of St. Matthew.
Perfect answer. The Calling of St. Matthew is indeed correct. That's the Caravaggio painting. And your next question. In Tokyo 2021, Abe Uta defeated France's Amandine Bouchard, while her brother Abe Hifumi defeated Georgia's Varja Margelashvili to become the first siblings in Olympic history to win gold medals on the same day in an individual sport. Which sport?
Judo.
Is correct. Judo, simple as that. Well, correct. Okay, George, your questions. Which 1997 album by one of the Canadian quartet is still the highest selling country album and the highest selling studio album by a female artist? The artist mentioned that her chosen name was the Ojibwe word meaning on my way, but apparently there is no such word or phrase in the Ojibwe or the Cree language. We need the name of the album here.
I don't have anything. Pass.
Okay, Pat.
Come On Over.
By
Shania Twain.
Excellent. Absolutely right. Come On Over by Shania Twain is right. Well done. Okay, George, here's your second one. Invented by the legendary bartender Jerry Thomas, which drink is named as is described as a stream of liquid fire and named after the hue given out by the burning alcohol. It's usually made by adding scotch, sugar, and boiling butter into one of two preheated mugs and carefully ignited with a match and poured between the two mugs and then extinguished. The name might remind you of an Oxbridge sartorial signature. You have 10 seconds.
Blue Blaze.
I'll prompt you to just...
Blue Blazer.
Blue Blazer is an excellent answer. Very well done. It is called a Blue Blazer. Very well worked out. Blue Blazer. Okay, Varun. Final questions of round 6 to you. This work, titled Murasaki Shikibu at Ishiyama Temple, was created by which Japanese ukiyo-e artist, one of the last masters of the tradition and known for his numbered art.
Hiroshige?
Hiroshige is absolutely right. It is Utagawa Hiroshige. Here's your second question to round off Round 6. Set in 1805, this movie tackles the Napoleonic Wars. It features British naval commander Jack Aubrey as captain of HMS Surprise, ship from 1796, whose frigate is charged with tracking down Acheron, a French privateer ship sailing to South America, in order to claim the continent for Napoleon. Which movie is this? Based on 3 Patrick O'Brian novels from the Aubrey Maturin series and listed at the top 10 Navy-based movies by War History Online.
Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World.
Perfect answer, Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Absolutely right. Okay, 6 rounds done, 2 more rounds to go. In the lead is Varun Rajiv with 13. Also in double digits is Veronica Vadakan with 10. George Scratchard is on 9 and Pat Gibson is on 6. And let's start round number 7 with Veronica. Which American improv and sketch comedy training center was established in Chicago in 1959 and now has branches in Toronto and LA? The name of the center comes from the title of a number of articles about Chicago, first published in the New Yorker in 1952. It's been the starting point of many successful comedians, including Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Jordan Peele, Stephen Colbert, and Jason Sudeikis.
Second City.
Second City. Absolutely right. It's the Second City. Here's your next one. The movie title is a reference to a submarine stealth tactic which tries to evade discovery by passive sonar and eliminating superfluous noise. Non-essential systems are shut down and the crew is asked to rest and refrain from any unnecessary noise. Excuse me. Speed is also greatly reduced to diminish propeller noise. Which 1958 film is this, starring 2 huge stars in its day? Note, the tactic's name is 2 words, but the movie name is 4 words, and we need the movie's name.
No, pass.
All right. Passes on to Pat.
Run Silent, Run Deep.
Excellent answer. Run Silent, Run Deep is perfectly correct. The stealth tactic is called silent running, and that's, of course, Burt Lancaster and Clark Gable. Okay, Pat, your own directs. This Bengali song by Ranjan Prasad is actually lifted from a 1956 song. Which song? Singer holds the record for the first million-selling LP by a single artist.
Banana Boat Song.
Nope. George?
Pass.
Varun?
Pass.
Veronica?
No, pass.
Sounds so familiar.
So surprising. Pass.
Belafonte.
This is Belafonte. This is Jamaica
Yeah.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Jamaica Farewell by Belafonte. Okay. And here we go with your next question, Pat. She was often spotted with these, some said to hide cried out eyes. Since she was a style icon, these sunglasses came to be named after her. Who was the style icon?
Jackie Kennedy.
Jackie Kennedy is right. Done. Jackie Kennedy. There you go. That's an image of Jackie Kennedy sporting those glasses. All right, George, your questions. The true nature of this medical condition consists of both the uncontrollable need and the overwhelming fixation to act upon something. The Riddler has long displayed traits of this condition, but never so more prominently than in Batman 179, which you see in the image, Batman 179, which you see in the image. What is the condition the Riddler is suffering? So it says he staggers through the jewelry store, wide laughter throbbing in his throat and saying, "I'm stymied, I can't commit a crime without alerting Batman and Robin with a riddle. What a joke on me. All my life I've sent out riddles and robbed. Now I can't do one without the other, ha ha ha." And a haunted look touches his eyes. He stares blindly with the sagging look of a beaten man. If I can't rob, I'm done for. My life is ruined.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
That is correct. It is OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder. The right answer. And your next one. In the run-up to the London 2012 Olympic Games, a special Olympic Legends underground map was unveiled featuring the names of various sporting icons. 3 Indian hockey players were included in this map. One was Leslie Claudius. Who were the other two?
I don't know. Pass.
Varun?
Pass.
Veronica?
Pass.
Pat?
Abbas and Chand.
Sorry, say again.
Abbas and Chand.
You got one of the names right, which was Chand, Dhyan Chand. The other was not Abbas. It was his brother, Roop Singh. Roop Singh, this is the quad on siblings. So Dhyan Chand and Roop Singh. Dhyan Chand's name was also Dhyan Singh, but he became to be known as Dhyan Chand because Chand is the Hindustani Hindi word for the moon, and the legend goes that he used to practice under the moonlight, so he became Dhyan Chand. So it's Dhyan Chand and Roop Singh. Okay, Varun, your questions. The Seiko Blank, the world's first quartz watch, revolutionized the watch industry when it was introduced in 1969. With its unparalleled accuracy and perpetual calendar, it set a new standard for timekeeping. What model's name is blanked out? Truly a star among watches.
Constellation?
Good guess, not Constellation. Veronica?
Pass.
George?
Pass.
Pat?
Pass.
All right. This is something called the Seiko Astrom. So the Seiko Astrom. Okay, and last question of round 7 to Varun. Which British action thriller crime TV series created by Gareth Evans and Matt Flannery premiered in April 2020, based on a 2006 video game of the same name, the third installment in the Getaway series, and stars Joe Cole as the heir to his father's organization, which centers around vying for control of a major metropolitan city? Ten.
Yeah. Pass.
Veronica?
Pass.
George?
Gangs of London.
Gangs of London is a good answer. It is the Gangs of London. All right, 7 rounds done. We're into our final round of the international finale, Tier 1 finale of Flames Season 4. And we have Varun Rajiv leading at 11, but Veronica and George not too far behind. Varun Rajiv leading with 13, Veronica and George not too far behind at 11, and Pat on 8. Last set of questions. Veronica, here are your last 2 directs. In the Netflix series Ripley, the wealthy, charismatic playboy Dickie Greenleaf takes Tom Ripley to see Caravaggio's The 7 Acts of Mercy in situ inside the Church of Piemonte della Misericordia in Naples. The painting exhibits Caravaggio's mastery over chiaroscuro and which other technique characterized by extreme contrast between light and dark, where darkness becomes a dominating feature of the image.
Can't think of the word. It's graffiti.
Not graffiti. Passes to Varun.
Pass.
George?
Tenebrism.
Excellent answer. Tenebrism is absolutely right. This tenebrism. All right, your last direct for this game, Veronica. Which iconic tabletop role-playing game heavily features in Stranger Things? First ever episode begins with the main characters playing this game, and the game's lore and mechanics often mirror the events of the show.
The Thessal Hydra!
Fireball, the son of a bitch.
It crumbles to the ground! Yeah! Lucas cuts off the 7 heads, and Dustin places them into his bag of holding.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Is the right answer. Dungeons and Dragons, of course. All right. Pat, your final 2 directs. As part of eating sustainably, what category of ingredient is found in Jap in Hong Kong, humble pie medieval Europe, and peas paquettes in France? There's even a Michelin star restaurant called La Tesquera de Javi Estevez in Madrid, specializing in this ingredient.
Awful?
Offal, excellent. Excellent answer. Offal. Offal is literally refuse or off-fall. So humble pie originally contained offal. Great answer. And your final direct. The 2014 novel Private India, about a series of murders in Mumbai, is co-written by which Indian author with James Patterson? The Indian author is known for novels like Chanakya's Chant and the Krishna Key.
Chopra?
Not Chopra. Varun?
Pass.
Veronica?
Pass.
George?
Pass.
All right. This is a recently successful author in India named Ashwin Sanghi. Ashwin Sanghi. All right, George, your final two direct. The Tale of Genji by Murasaki Shikibu was written during which period in Japanese history between 794 and 1185 and named for the location of the imperial capital? The term means peace in Japanese and followed the Nara period.
The Heian period.
Heian period, absolutely right. It is the Heian period. And your final direct to get you into the lead. Which arcade game was featured prominently in season 2 of Stranger Things? Max beat Dustin's high score, sparking a rivalry between them.
No, I hate this overpriced bull.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest will have to be a pass to Varun.
Pass.
To Veronica.
Castle Quest.
Sorry, say again.
Castle Quest.
Incorrect. Sorry, Pat.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, very close. Not Dragon Quest. It's Dragon's Lair. It's Dragon's Lair. So that means we come to the final two questions of the international finale, and we see that the scores are tied between George Scratchard on 13 and Varun Rajiv on 13, with Veronica on 12 and Pat on 9. So anybody's game, like the IPL tournament we have going on in India. Let's see if there's a last ball finish. Varun, here are your final two directs. In 1996, Sarah McLachlan, one of the Canadian quartet, became frustrated with concert promoters and radio stations that refused to feature two female musicians in a row. The next year, McLachlan founded the Dash Fair Tour, referencing the medieval Jewish legend regarding Adam's first wife. Who was this named after? The most successful all-female music festival in history.
Lilith Fair.
Lilith is correct, and that gets you into the lead with Lilith, the Lilith Music Festival, Lilith Fair Tour. Final question of Flames Season 4 coming your way. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Perhaps the most famous tie in Oscar history occurred in April 1969 when two icons at opposite ends of their careers shared the award for Best Actress. One didn't even turn up for the ceremony. It was the third win. The other, who won for her role as Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl, became the youngest ever EGOT winner in 1970 when she was given a special Tony Award as Star of the Decade. You can give us either person.
Katharine Hepburn and Barbara Streisand.
They tied for the most famous tie in Oscar history, but you will not tie, or no one can tie with you, because that's the absolute correct answer. Katharine Hepburn and Barbara Streisand. And that brings us to the end of the fantastic Tier 1 finale of Flames Season 4. The final scores: Pat Gibson on 9, Veronica Vichit Vadakan on 12, George Scratchard on 13, But our Flames champion for this season is Varun Rajiv from Bengaluru, India on 15 points. Congratulations, Varun.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well
Okay.
done.
Thanks, Venkatesh.
Thank you for playing. And remember, folks, to sign up for the next season of FLQL that begins in July. The link is in the description. And please leave your feedback in the comment section. Thank you very much. Till our next game, this is your host, Venki, saying bye-bye.
Thank you.